Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We are in the Hawkins mansion. We're here with the cop. What's his name? Bradley. Trying to find out how the woman died. What's her name again? I can't remember these names.
Follow me. I know the place.
Alright, I'm gonna follow him because he knows the
Who left
place.
this light on?
Ah, good question. Who left this light on indeed? So there were rats, but rats usually... You only get rats if there's food, right? Because rats need food to eat. Well, there's food there.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh yeah, nobody tidied up. They've been dead for weeks, by the way. This should be covered in mold. They've been dead for weeks and nobody tidied up? I don't know if this is like horror or just disgusting. Also, there was like a big noise. I didn't see what happened. Interesting.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
If you say so. Hey, my computer's getting a lot of noise. Alright, so let's reconstruct this room first. Right.
What kind of meat is this?
Okay, so my medicine is not strong enough to know what that is.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
What kind of meat is this? Excellent question, actually, because... What is that? It's got tentacles? Are those... Oh, it's a not. Wait a minute, are those eyes? It's an octopus. But octopus meat isn't like that. That's a very interesting, look at that. What kind of meat is that, actually? What the hell is that?
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Uh-huh. Well, I would too. I don't know what that is. And I'm not sure if it should be eaten by anybody.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Ah.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
She also didn't want to eat it. So the boy didn't want to eat it. The woman didn't eat it. The man ate a little bit of it. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on, let me take a pause here. I need to fix something. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, what are we doing? So they were eating some suspicious meat. But neither Sarah nor Simon ate it. Only the man ate it. Okay. The fire's not going. Okay, so I think we're done here. We couldn't figure out what kind of meat that was.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
What is that noise? So, see that rat there? I think the implication is the rat ate some of the meat and died. What did he say?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Alright, I didn't hear what he said. But yeah, I think the implication is that The rat ate some of the meat and died. Right there. The meat is a little bit moldy. Okay, let's go to the next room. What's going on here? And what's this?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Some say explorer, some say looter. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Okay. So if you're not
Too much
familiar...
rubble. I'll find an easier way.
If you're not familiar with H.P. Lovecraft, this is one of the common themes. It's like you go exploring, go to some foreign place, go exploring, find monsters, and bring the monsters back.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself. Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
You know, like the old ghost stories. Oh, he went to the pyramids and he got the mummy's curse and got cursed by the mummy. Things like that. You can close the door. Also, apparently, if you hold that too long, you burn yourself. So, fire. Quite a bit of fire damage on this corner here. Alright, let's go into reconstruction.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
So this is the man, right? The man, but he's got tentacles on his head. Ah, I see. So he's turning into a fish person.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did someone escape the fire?
Except this claw marks. It's not just a hand. It's got really long fingers. Really, really long fingers. Oh. There's a body mark there.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Alright, the little kid died there.
They had a fight. Why?
Smashed oil lamp.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Sarah Hawkins lost a shoe.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Fascinating. Fascinating. The clock said 10 o'clock, right? Oil lamp, heavy drinker. Monster paintings. I think that's everything. Let me just double check. Alright.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
But all three of them died.
And the boy.
Like somebody...
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
It's official, the police botched this investigation, the clues don't match, the fire wasn't just an accident. The clues don't match. The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
The couple had a fight, this is an arson, crime of passion. The couple had a fight, we know that much.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
But how do you know this allows you to be sure? How do you know you can be sure if you look this way?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Oh yeah?
This door is locked.
Thanks for telling me that. Alright, another medicine book. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. I mean, you can't expect them to write about something they don't understand.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Oh, the man didn't die. The man escaped the fire. He's the one with the crazy face, with the octopus face. And he's the one with the bandages to hide the octopus face. Okay. And he's here. He's here. Very cool. Okay, I get it. Why can't we read this? That seems important. The game... Oh, there's stuff for us to find here. There's a question mark?
The lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty.
The Drunken Sailor is a song about waterboarding a guy because he's drunk. If you don't believe me, the song literally talks about dunking the guy into the sea and letting him drown a little bit so he'll sober up. Yeah, just, you know, dunk him in the water. What could possibly go wrong? Crowbar. Found in the Hawkins manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker Silas.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Crowbars are always useful. Right, so the question mark is gone. I found the item that I needed to find. I'm surprised we don't read that. There's also an upstairs. which we can't access yet.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Okay, well that's probably thematically important. Frankenstein. Oh, well, that's nice. Hey, nice effect. Spooky noises. Let's look around.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
It's not really about man and whale, it's about the man and himself, right? Ahab had a... Like, he says he has a thing against the whale, but he can't get over himself. A copy of the novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville, a classic especially for a family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Like, it's not really about the whale, it's about the guy who is obsessed with the whale and can't let it go. What happened? Bro? So there's the painting. He seems normal in that painting. Can't read any of those. Right, still alive.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Which is a long time ago. The Human Body, a Comparative Analysis, a precise and very detailed treatise on the peculiarities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. I don't know if that's vulgarity. So that's not really, back in the old days, human anatomy was considered vulgar because of, penises. And the idea that you perform autopsies to cut up the body to see what's happening, and that sort of thing was frowned upon by the church because you were desecrating the dead. But of course, from a scientific perspective, you learn a lot from cutting up bodies to see how they work on the inside, right? And so when they say, oh, it's vulgar, it's really just, scientific. It's just, instead of treating dead bodies as, something you should be respectful of and revere, you're treating them as biological machines, which is what a body really is. So just using a scientific perspective instead of a religious perspective. And that's why they call it vulgar.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Yeah? Did we find anything in this room useful? Not really.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Well, that's it. Alright, more noises. Huh. And it's green. You can turn the light on. Now why would the game let you do that?
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
It's Hecate, you Barbarian. You're supposed to pronounce every syllable in Greek. Heck, heck, what are you? Uneducated? What are you, illiterate? Heck, I'm sorry. But no, seriously. Are you literate or not?
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Yeah, seceded. That's a fancy way to say they broke the law and ran away.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Right. More whaling books. Hecate, Tartarus, Scylla. Oh, that's cool. Hey, is that where Cthulhu lives?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Yeah. So in the old Call of Cthulhu, the original short story by H.P. Lovecraft, there's all the like the crazy cults and insane people and fish people, and eventually they go to somewhere in the South Pacific, and like an island rises out of the ocean, and the island's all crazy shapes, right? Kind of like that. It's all crazy shapes, and then Cthulhu rises up, and it's the the big octopus head thing, giant demon, comes out of the ocean. And the guy goes crazy and he blacks out. And when he wakes up, the island's gone. And he's gone completely crazy. Driven insane by Cthulhu. So that's the story. I think that's what that is. And that's the island. That's like the underwater temple. Where Cthulhu slumbers.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Indeed. A rare edition of Jules Verne's novel. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is more science fiction than horror. Alright, so this is all pretty fun, but we're not getting any new information.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Hecate. No, turn it off. Hecate, mother of Scylla, daughter of Tartarus. So those are all like underworld deities. In Greek mythology, there's the underworld deities and there's the Olympus deities. Right, there's the gods of the mountain and then there's the gods of the underworld.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear Sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Oh, your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I will be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Alright, well, my man, your wife is being crazy. Can you please control your woman? Your wife is all crazy, man. I what was that? Was that a glitch or was that supposed to be spooky? There's a down... Oh, there's no downstairs. This is where we couldn't get up before. This stuff. I mean, what would you do if your wife was crazy? A lot of people don't know how to deal with mental illness. I mean, it's difficult. It's not easy to deal with mental illness. But knowledge helps, right? You should read some books on psychology, on neurology. Understand why people have mental illnesses. Okay, well, everything is suddenly real dark. Reading books about it actually helps. Right, if you're dealing with... Oh, what's that? Dealing with anyone who has mental illnesses. In fact, even if you're not dealing with people with mental illness, just read some psychology books anyway. Modern psychology books, not the old Freud stuff. That's crap.
The boys' room.
Modern neuroscience. Read some books about that. Real helpful for a lot of things. Alright, a small bed. Some toys, some books. A lot of toys, interesting. Weird noises. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Why is it... What? Oh man, the text. Why do you not make the text just the Wonderful Wizard of Oz? That's awful. The typesetting. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Oh, using books to build a little castle? That's fun. Okay, let's do this. Monster drawings, interesting. Look at that guy, isn't that fun? Is that Cthulhu? A lot of teeth, claws and teeth. Scary ghost things. Very interesting, little boy. Huh. Oh, there's a fort there. Okay, so he's hiding in there, and he's got toy soldiers protecting him.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Good questions. Was it from bad typesetting? Which one is he trying to defend himself? From bad design?
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Tom Sawyer. Surprisingly normal. Tom Sawyer... I don't remember Tom Sawyer having anything to do with sea monsters. Oh.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
Indeed.
What was wrong with this family?
Bad dreams. I mean, I don't know why you have to ask, because you also have bad dreams. You have the same bad dreams.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Cool. Look at those teeth. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom. So let me just double check. I think we've seen everything. Okay, we've seen everything, right? Right. Oh, hey, there's drawings.
What was going through that boy's mind?
I mean, you can see the drawings, can't you? I think we can tell what's going on through the boy's mind. That's a cool picture. But there's nothing in there. The sleeping pills are on the ground. A key. See, this is why we picked spot hidden. Oh, can I go back? Hold on, I found a key. There were some locked doors before, right? Oh, okay. I see. Well, we found it. I think we can see what's going on now. Isn't that interesting?
The door is blocked on the other side.
I guess we could have came in here from the other door. What's going on there? Oh yeah? Interesting.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. I don't know if that's love. Binding? Charles Hawkins scribbled a kind word to his wife. I don't know if that's kind. That doesn't seem kind, actually. That seems terrifying. Fate brought us together and it'll forever bind us. Okay.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
200? I mean, $200 is a lot back then. Holy crap, that's a lot of money. That's an insane amount of money. Returned. Alright, so they were selling better and better until this point. Returned, treatments, and then a gift. The Shambler. The Shambler. Yeah, so it got to this point and then people stopped buying them.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
I mean, it's called the Shambler.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Ah, yes. So somber and strange. What the hell is going on there? So somber and strange. I mean, do we... Oh, is it an easel? She was painting? Oh. She was painting inside the circle.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
I don't know if that helps. Like, my occult score is not high enough to understand this stuff, right? Clues, Pierce. Okay, let's just level this up. Alright, max that out. Investigation, psychology, eloquence. And we can't put points in there. We have 0 occult score. We've collected 18 medicine. Alright, so we have more points. I think psychology, investigation. I don't really need to talk to people, I don't think. Those two, I guess, is the most useful. Sanity? What's sanity? Mental trauma. I have nightmares. Sanity is stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. That's behind my face. You conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. So my only mental trauma is nightmares. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how big the game is. It seems to imply that the game is huge. But I don't think the game's actually that big. I think maybe they had bigger plans for the game, which they had to cut back on later on.
Bradley? Is that you?
Huh. Where is Bradley? He was downstairs the last time I was here, right? He's not there anymore. I guess we need to brace for things to get scary.
What will her room reveal about her?
Apparently nothing. Oh, what's that? Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? Fascinating. Look at those. Very cool. Very, very cool.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, they act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. Right.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
Dr. Thomas Fuller, Riverside Institute, Darkwater, Massachusetts. Date 7/21/24. 1924. 75 milligrams of ambarbital to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment. Dr. Thomas Fuller, take to Darkwater General Store.
Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Low.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Get wrecked.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright, so investigation affects your lockpicking ability. Can't open that. So the game has skills. You need either investigation for lock picking, or you need to find the key. Your spot hidden ability to find the key. Interesting.
Is anyone there?
Fascinating.
You! Stop!
Do I have to chase him? Is there really nothing here? Okay, then I'm gonna be here. Let's go chase the thief. Catch the thief, the game says. Parkour!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
So I have a lantern, and the lantern has fuel, I think.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
He's looking
I'll
that
cover
way.
you.
You may switch from one light source to another.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go?
Gain 4 CP. So the question is, do I want investigation? Chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or object. Picking logs. Analysis of objects. I think I want investigation.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from
Do
one of
you
his
really
foreign
think that your
trips.
fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
There's a hidden door.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Okay, so this thing, the lighter doesn't have fuel, it's just infinite. But I think it doesn't work as well. Ah, I see. Refills can be found in the levels. So this gets me infinite oil. Okay, well, might as well use it.
Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
Letters from Sarah's father. These letters have been opened but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. They are tied together by a carefully knotted braid. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? Fascinating.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy are posing with a third man. They seem close. Who is the third man?
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Darkwater Island. But that's like a really badly drawn map. I can't make any sense of it.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
Interesting.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Force the gear train. Do nothing. Use the crowbar.
With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Is that really
Well
how that
done,
works?
Pierce.
Is that really how that works?
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Alright, there's marks on the ground.
Seems like this came from a log.
Monday, 24th May 1847, 42N 70W, Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, 30th May 1847, 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Tuesday, 1st June, 1847, 49 north, 61 west. Hold on, how far are they traveling? Wait, they went backwards. But they went in a zigzag. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold I'm scared. Friday, 4th of June, 1847, 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Wednesday, 23rd of June, 1847, 33 north, 53 west. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Men have died. So that's the big whale. The miracle catch. The most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. Tuesday, 29 June 1847, Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. Wait, Hamilton? The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. So Hamilton died.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Must there? Oh.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Somebody has added coordinates to this old sea map. They make up a journey.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
3353, 5751, 3350. Oh, like where did they see the whale?
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
They saw the whale. 5751. 5751 is where they saw
Looks
the whale.
like the navigational paths described in the log.
They saw the whale there, and then 3353, they saw it there and they caught it there, and then they went back. So they went up there, there, down and back. The Scylla, the Prodigal, The Orpheus went down that way. Saint Claudine went over there and didn't come back. Just went over to England. But how's that useful? The hell is that? That is everything, right? Oh yeah. A tunnel underground. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I've been going for a while now. Oh, next chapter. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break here. When we come back, we go into the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion. See you next time.